Let's go to Erin out of New York. Erin, you're under air. Thanks for calling.
Hi, Jesse. How you doing?
All is well, Erin. How are you?
Great. I've spoken to you a few days ago, and my fiance, she just called you yesterday and spoke with you as well. But
Oh yeah, I remember. That's the one that want to move to Florida, but you don't want to go, right? I remember that.
So I did the silent prayer. I'm staying in my apartment. She's gone to Florida, and the thing is, like, we're not going to be having sex until we get married.
Right on.
Yeah. So we came to an agreement, and she's willing to, move forward. And she said she's going to do the silent prayer as well, and we're going to just work on those terms and conditions in which we can establish a better communication with each other, so that this way we can build our family, so that this way I'm not either or.
So do you still plan, Erin, do you still plan to marry her?
Yes, Jesse, I plan on marrying her, yes.
Why would you marry a woman that is already showing that she's not going to obey you?
Because Jesse, you told me that, we got to get married first before having sex again. But you told me also if we weren't married, she's not going to listen to me.
But if you have a child with her already, right?
Yes.
Well, the best thing for the father and the mother to be together, and you say that she's not going to do that, she's going to move away. Is she taking the child with her, or is the child staying with you?
Well, the child is with me.
And so the child is not moving to Florida?
She wants to take him with her.
Are you going
to let him go with her?
Are you going to let her take your child? How old is the child?
He's 2 years old now.
It's a boy? It's a boy?
Yeah, he's a boy, yeah.
And are you going to let her take your son to Florida away from the father?
No.
Why not?
I've been listening to a lot of your shows. I'm not going to let her do that. So.
Why you're not?
Because I'm the man in the relationship, and I want, like you told me, have to show my son certain things rather than tell him.
But you have to be right, though. You just can't be a man. You got to be a right man, being guided by God, not by me or anyone else.
Yes, this is true.
Why does your girlfriend or your fiance? Why does she want to go to Florida and live?
Because she says New York is too saturated. She's tired of New York, and it's she likes the heat. She loves Florida, and it's something in which she wanted to do for a while. And
what city in Florida? What part of Florida?
She wants to live in Orlando.
Oh, okay. And so, and you don't want to move to Florida. Why not?
Because I don't like the heat. I love New York, and like I spoke to you before, I love L.A. I'm from, that's where I'm originally from as well.
Okay.
And I love the city life. I don't really like Florida. I don't like certain states. It's not New York or L.A.
And so, you're engaged to her. What does it feel like knowing that she is not obeying you at this point? Why do you think she will obey you later?
Well, I know due to the fact we have, agreements and disagreements. And to answer your question, I feel that she will obey me and listen to me.
Why do you feel that way when she's demonstrating that she's not?
Because she's listened to me before.
But she's not listening to you now.
And the reason for that is because she wants to go to Florida to get, the heat and enjoy.
So does she love the heat? Does she love the heat more than she loves you?
Apparently, it looks like she loves the weather more than she loves me overall. Like, when it's because as you know, in New York it snows, it's cold, and stuff like that. As of right now, it's not cold.
How old are you, Erin? How old are you?
33.
33. Okay. And so about the son, will the son go with the mother or stay with the father?
The son is going to stay with me.
And why? How do you know that?
I don't know that, to answer your question. I don't know, because if she decides to say, "Hey, I want my son to come with me," I don't want to. I don't want to, argue with her. And if he goes with her, I'm going to be forced to say, "Hey, I'm going to leave my apartment and come with you."
Oh, if she take if she take the son with her, you gonna go too?
Yeah, I don't want my son to just be with her alone. I want to be there for my son, and I don't want to be a distance. We are not having sex. Like I said, I did the silent prayer. She's in accordance and agreement with it, and she wants to do it as well. And I'm doing everything I need to do so that I can not only be a father for my son, but a role model in the right way. So this is why I found God. I'm doing my prayers and everything that I need to do so that this way it can all fall into the right place, in which it needs to.
When and I'm not telling you to stay or to go. I want you to make your own decision because I'm not there, so I don't know, and it's for you to make your own decision. But if she can control you with the son by making you go to Florida by taking the son, will she not control you in other ways by using the son?
She can't.
What?
She can't control me in other ways because I'm not that much of a beta.
I know, but if she makes you move to Florida by taking the son anyway, once you move to Florida, if she decides she want to do something else and you say no to it, can't she use the son to control you?
No, because what I would do, I would take my son back to New York with me.
But how do you know you'll be able to take him back to New York? You can't keep him in New York now.
That's a good question. That's something I really have to think about a little bit. I really have to think about that a little bit more because I'm actually mapping out a plan, on how I want to do this. So pretty much everything you just said, I thought about. So if I was to move to Florida with her, on how I would do it, like come back to New York with him and make her follow me, I thought about stuff like that. But I haven't really came to a conclusion on how I would do it.
It's sad to hear this, man, because in reality, because you are the man and you're supposed to be an example of God, you made a baby out of wedlock, you live with this woman, but because you're not married to her, you don't have, the courts are not going to support you in custody or anything concerning your son. You don't have.
Yeah, I remember you told me this. Yeah.
Is his last name in your name?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's good. That may help. But you are a good reason why men should not be making babies out of wedlock because you do not have any control over your kids. When the woman get mad or decides she want to do something, there's nothing you can do about it, in all honesty.
And a lot of guys, they don't learn from, my experiences. Like I told my friend not to have a child out of wedlock, and he did his own thing anyway, and he's in a jam now because the lady, she wants to put him in child support, and he's in a bigger situation, that more than he would even expect because he was like, oh, she looks pretty, she looks good, and he got caught up with her physical appearance, and now he's all caught up, he's stuck, and she kicked him out, so he's on the street now. He has no place to go, and he wants to live with me, and I said,
Amazing. Well, one thing that men and women should know is that when men and women get together and start having sex and living together and doing these things without being married, there's no trust. A man can't trust a woman, and a woman can't trust a man because they're doing it in a fallen state. And as soon as one gets angry at the other, they're going to turn on one another. It's hard enough being married and not allowing, not being right for it to work. It's not going to work when you're out of wedlock doing these things.
Jesse, there's also a friend that I have. He's 45 years old. He has a wife with 3 kids, but he cheats on his wife.
Yeah. So he's just setting up. He's setting up a great fall. He's setting up a great fall for himself and his children. It's not going to work out well when men cheat.
Yeah. And I digress. Before I get off, I'm going to conclude our conversation shortly.
Come back to the phone.
I wanted to. Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So I digressed, and I wanted to conclude our conversation by saying you should interview Charlemagne the God. He's on Power 105.1.
I know who he
the
is.
New York radio station.
Didn't you mention him before?
No, I've never mentioned him before.
Oh, why should I interview him?
Because Charlemagne the God, he likes to ask questions, and I think an interview between the both of you would be very great because he touches a lot of topics on race, gender, and a lot of the topics and discussions that you have and you put out there. I think he would either choose to agree or disagree, but it would be a very great interview. If you guys, all
right, we'll look into that, man. We'll definitely look into it.
One more thing about the wall. When they build the wall, you say the wall is going up. When they build the wall, don't you think the Mexicans can get underneath and build?
Where in the world, where you get that information from? Why are you people coming up with that that's dumbness to even think that way? You don't think that when they build the wall, they're going to build it in a way where the Mexicans can't go under or over? I mean, common sense dictate that. You're listening to the line, children of the lie, and you're just repeating them. When you build a wall, I built a brand new fence built around my home, right? It's tall enough and low enough. Can't nobody go under or over. Why would you naturally? What would make you think the wall is not going to go deep enough?
Amazing, Jesse. Wow.
You don't know that the president know that the wall needs to go deeper and higher so that the person can't go under? That's just common sense.
He's a great president. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Right. So why are you asking a crazy question like that?
Well, because I've seen El Chapo, do certain things, and Mexicans are very good with construction.
I know, but that wasn't to our wall. The reason that guy was doing what he did because there were no walls. It wasn't done right. Men should not think like these people, these liberal women think.
Yes, Jesse.
So let me just say this. I'm not in New York. I'm not there in your home. I don't know all the situations that's going on. So, but you and your fiance need to come to common sense so that common sense can guide you in the right thing to do. Otherwise, it's not going to work out well either way.
Yes, absolutely. I agree.
And just because you made a mistake in a fallen state, you made a mistake. That's no reason to stay that way, and that's not a reason to continue to make mistakes. You can do it right. Once you realize you've done it wrong and let it go, God will show you how to do it right, man.
Yes, absolutely, Jesse. That's true.
And so you and your fiance, because she called, I got the impression that, unless I'm wrong, she may want to do it the right way. So it sounds like she might want to. So you guys need to work it out, especially since there's a child involved. Otherwise, his life would be worse than you guys. Your life.
Yes, absolutely, and I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
Like I told you, I found my father, so I'm on the right track, and I want this to be done the right way,
Well, make sure the two of you sit down and try to work it out and do what's best, not what feel good, not what look good, but what is right. Both of you try to do the right thing. It'll work out.
Yes. All right, Jesse. Thank you.
All right, Erin. Let me know how it goes.
All right.
All right, buddy. Bye. Amazing. Tammy is out of New York. Tammy, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hi.
How are you?
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm a little bit, I think I have a bone to pick with you, but overall I'm pretty good.
All right. Pick the bone.
Okay, so, as you know, Erin called you, and you told Erin not to marry me. Or, why would you marry someone who doesn't listen to you? Because I wouldn't go to Florida, which I have. I went to Florida to see if I could find a place for my child, and I'm coming back to New York so I could pick up my son. Because my son cannot stay with Erin at all.
Why not?
Not at all.
Why not?
You understand? But why would you tell him not to marry me? I'm trying to make him a better man.
You're trying to make Erin a better man?
Yes.
And that's the son. Is the son Erin or the boyfriend is Erin?
Oh, Aaron's my boyfriend.
Okay,
My fiance, I should say.
And you're trying to make him a better man?
Yes.
How are
Even
you
though
going?
I know I can't, but
How are you going to make him a
like,
better man? Women always think that they can make a man a better man. How can you make him a better man?
well, just like be an example of the ways we should follow. If I don't force things on him and I just do the things that we should be following, like follow the right path, and he sees me doing it, then he's like, okay, well maybe she needs a leader, and I would step up to that plate and I would do it.
A woman is not the leader of a man. Never.
I know. I understand that. I'm not trying to lead him. I'm just trying to narrow his path down. So let's say there's 3 paths. I'm trying to narrow the path down to 1.
Why would you want to
lead him?
If you're not married to this guy and you're living with him, so you're not setting a good example, why would you want to marry a guy that you already know that you need to try to fix?
Because I'm already in it. We have a child together. And he can't stay with Erin in New York.
Why not?
He can't stay with Erin.
Why not?
Because New York is a horrible place. Plus, there's a measles outbreak. You heard about the measles outbreak? My child's supposed to get immunized. No, he needs to leave that situation.
But why would
immunization?
I told Erin that he should do what he knows best. I'm not there with you guys, so I can't make that decision. You have to do the right thing. But let me ask, why would you marry a guy that you're already living with, got a baby with, out of wedlock, as someone that you see, as a woman, you see that you need to fix? Why do you think that's going to work? I don't understand that.
Because I feel like it's an easier path than starting all over.
It's an easy path to try to fix. It's an easy path to try to fix a guy rather than doing it the right way.
Well, can't you make your mistakes better? That's possible in life?
Make your mistakes better? What do you mean by make your mistakes better?
Correct your wrongdoing. That's what I'm trying to do. Correct your wrongdoing. Say we was
you can't do that. It's impossible for you to correct the wrongdoing. Right. That's why you have to repent and return to God, and then He'll make you right, and you'll just start being right. You can't correct a wrong. A wrong has already happened, and you can't correct it.
But Jesse, I don't like that. You telling me like I have no choice.
But you do have a choice.
I know the truth, but my choice is to basically start all over and repent and be a single mom, raise my child. That's what you're basically telling me. I don't like that. That's hard to hear. You understand? That's hard to take.
But you should have thought of that before you made a baby out of wedlock. You did wrong. You did wrong. You did wrong. So why not sacrifice and not get involved with another man and raise your child? Why do you need another man? You got a child, you got a baby, so you don't need another baby.
You think you said this yourself, a single mom cannot raise an alpha male.
Right. You can't.
How am I supposed to raise my son to be an alpha male?
If you repent for being wrong, turn back to God and let Him guide you, His love will work through you, and that's the love that will raise your child.
You strongly believe that?
I'm sorry?
You strongly believe that?
That if you return to God, that God's love will work through you to raise your child?
Yes.
If you do that, yes, it'll work. All things are possible through God.
Okay, so I want to talk to you about Sierra. Sierra, do you know the singer Sierra? She was a single mom.
Who is Sierra?
And she married Russell Wilson. Yes, the singer.
Who is she? I don't know no Sierra.
She's a singer, and she was a single mom. She's famous. She was a single mom with Future. She didn't do that path. Probably she was celibate before she got married to her new husband, and they had babies together. And now he's the leader of her, and he takes on her child.
I don't know no Sierra, so I can't respond to that. But I would tell you, I wouldn't believe these exciting story that these actors and entertainers are telling you, because they're not going to tell you the truth. They're not going to tell you what's really happening behind closed doors.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But listen, Tammy, here's what I recommend for you and Erin. I'm not there. You guys should see and know what to do for yourself. Do the right thing and you'll be fine. Whatever that might be. I'm not
The
there.
right thing is I have to go to Florida. I have to go to Florida, and he has to lead our family to Florida also.
But he's not leading if it's your decision to go to Florida.
So, but I'm supposed to, for me to I have to stay with him, but I can't have a beta be in charge of my family.
You should have thought about that before you laid down with the beta.
Oh, my God. Jesse, I was in a phone state.
I understand. I totally understand that. But let me ask, so Erin doesn't want to go to Florida. The man doesn't want to go at all. The woman wants to go. The woman is insisting that she's going anyway.
He want to be next to his mama. That's why.
The man is insisting that he
doesn't want to go to Florida.
The man is insisting that he's not going. Why don't you follow the man? Why should he follow the woman? Because if he follow you, you just said that You just said that he want to stay there with his mama, right?
Yeah, that's the only reason he doesn't want to leave.
But if he follow you to Florida, isn't he following his mama?
I'm not his mama.
But if he follow you, you said he stand in Florida, in New York, because of his mama. But if he follow you, you insist that he go to Florida with you. Isn't he still following mama?
I'm not his mother.
You are his
I
mama.
get your point. I'm not his mother.
Yeah, you his mama.
But is that New York has so many rules. There's so many restrictions. You can't grow in New York the way we need to grow. It's like they're forcing everything on us, and it's making me unhappy. And I can't raise an unhappy mother. Cannot raise a happy child. I need to be happy.
No, you need peace. You don't need happiness. Because you'll go to Florida and the same situation you're having in New York will happen there if you don't repent and overcome before you go to Florida. What you're looking for is inside of you. It's not in Florida.
Okay.
But still,
what's your thoughts on immunizations, though?
But still, why would you send your child to a public school knowing that the measles outbreak is there?
That's why I don't want him to stay in New York.
Can you not send him? Can't you homeschool him?
Oh, but it's difficult in New York. Like they have all these restrictions. They want to.
You're right. New York is a horrible place. You're absolutely right. I can't argue against that at all.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, New York is a horrible place. I would want my dog to be raised in New York.
Right, exactly. So I just don't want him to be forced to get immunizations or be injected.
Right.
There's just so many things that I don't like.
I totally understand that.
About.
I understand that, Tammy. So here is what I recommend. You and your boyfriend get together, have a real honest discussion with one another, and then do the right thing. I don't know what that is because I'm not you. I'm not him. I'm not there. But only you guys, Jesse Peterson, shouldn't be making that decision for you. It should be made It should be made by you and your boyfriend.
You're right. I totally understand.
Yeah.
I just thought that since you are alpha, you would kind of follow your tracks. Because I put him onto your show.
Right.
I was watching your show. I'm like, oh, we should watch this. And he liked it. He enjoyed it.
Right. That's the right thing to do. But I want women to know they are not God, and they can't make a man. They can't make him be, because if you make him be the way you want him to be, you're going to be his God. And then you're not going to like that.
And I don't want another female.
Right. And you don't like that. But I would just have a sober conversation with him, both of you together, and then both of you decide maybe he will stay in New York. You may have to go to Florida with your son. But you guys need to come to some type of logical decision and do the right thing. Do what's right, and the outcome will be right.
Do you think I'm white or black, Jesse?
You sound like you're from one of those S-hole countries.
What's that?
Like a Jamaican or something. a Puerto Rican. A Puerto Rico. Are you Puerto Rican or Dominican?
Oh, no, neither.
Which one are you?
My family is from Trinidad.
Oh, you're Trinidadian.
Yeah.
Oh, that is an asshole country, right?
Oh, I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't
But
know.
then you sound definitely like a nice lady, though. It's not. I'm not judging you as bad or good, but I just think you and your boyfriend need to have a logical conversation, and you guys have to agree to do the right thing, whatever that may be, and don't let anyone else make that decision for you. For you guys make it together. That way, you have to suffer whatever consequence there it is for that decision.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
We've been doing a silent prayer.
Yeah.
And we haven't been having sex.
Right on.
So.
It'll come to you what to do. Let me know what the outcome is.
Yes, I will call you back again. I'll call you
Okay.
again.
All right, Tammy. I wish you well.
Thank you, Jesse.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Bye. Amazing. Mamma mia. Hola. Si, senor. Amazing. And don't forget to like, follow, tweet, subscribe, and share the Jesse Lee Peterson radio show, folks. We really appreciate it. We are at war. It is a spiritual battle for the soul of America. And it's going to take all of us to do it.